What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking? Back with some more reaction video content. It appears CBS Sports put out their player rankings as we get closer to the NBA season, inching into October, and there has been a bit of a ruckus since LeBron James was revealed on CBS Note outside of the top 10 players and seated comfortably, or for some uncomfortably, at the number 12 spot. And it appears on Undisputed they had something to say about this, being Keyshawn Johnson and Skip Bayless. Now, before watching this, I can already tell you what their takes are going to be. Skip is going to be like, absolutely accurate, and Keyshawn is going to be like, nah, not accurate. And then that's where the dispute's going to go. All right, let's get into it.
Do you agree with LeBron at 12?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't mind the top six. When you get to 7 and 8, I start to get a little worried when you start talking about Jason Tatum, which is great, but he did disappear at times in the playoffs. You talk about Devin Booker. Devin Booker's a young up-and-coming player. There's no question about it. Then when you get down to 10, I think Dame Lillard belongs there. At 11, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a great season. There's no question about it. But I don't think when you're talking about the top players in the top 10, that LeBron James is on the outside at 12. Okay, you look at statistically, well, let's start with, he was in the MVP conversation before he got hurt. Then he gets hurt last year. 29, he was averaging.
First of all, what injury are you even talking about here? Because it could be one of those injuries that are fake, or one of those minor injuries that people keep bringing up as if this guy tore an Achilles or some BS like that. I'm tired of it, man. They'll sit here and act like LeBron James had a significant career-altering injury or season-ending injury, and they'll keep bringing that up as an excuse for things. Whereas you got people that actually tearing their Achilles and having significant injuries, where you start to question, will this guy ever be the same? And they never, ever bring it up for context or for an excuse for these other players. It's ridiculous. By the way, we're still waiting on that foot surgery, LeBron, for that supposed foot injury you had. Still waiting on the foot surgery you said you were getting. Waiting. I don't want to hear no, oh, I got the surgery, we just kept it low-key. Now, if you was getting surgery, it was going to get out whether you wanted it to get out or you didn't. And the season is fast upon us, sir. You have no damn serious foot injury. Get out of here, man. Always make an excuse for that. Anyway, furthermore, LeBron, any MVP discussion that LeBron's name was in after they won the championship in the bubble is completely manufactured, and they were trying to force his name into the MVP conversation. The Lakers have not been good in the regular season since, really, honestly, in the playoffs too, since winning the championship in the bubble. They have been mostly bottom feeders, man. Hell, they got in via the play-in tournament this season. The season before that, they got beat in the first round as a low seed. Like, what are we talking about, bro? No. They missed the playoffs the season before that. My bad. I'm tripping. My bad. They missed the playoffs the season before that. My bad. And then the season before that is when he lost in the first round to the Phoenix Suns. Like, they haven't, like, what are you talking about, dog? Would y'all keep forcing him into these MVP conversations when he doesn't deserve to be there? Come on, man. Stop it.
Basically, I'm going to round it up to 30 points a game, 8 boards, 7 assists, shoot 50% from the field. those numbers dropped after the injury. Okay, he dropped down to 25 points a game, 7 boards, 6 assists, shooting 48% from the field. And he sat out 13 games, okay, played the last 8 in the regular season, which was whatever to get ready for the playoffs or the play-in, so to speak. I don't understand how he can go from a top 5 guy to outside the top 10 based on everything that he did last season to what they're projected this season. I don't understand it. Maybe they looking at the Denver Conference Final.
Well, sometimes it's not based on you, but what people are doing around you. Like if other players are stepping up significantly and improving, then while you may have maintained yourself or even slightly improved, if people have made bigger leaps ahead of you, then that could be the situation.
And saying he didn't play, even though he averaged 27 points a game, 10 boards, and ran out of gas at times, he still was able to take a team that they constructed after All-Star break, not even mid-season, because basketball is not midway point.
No, it's not.
After the All-Star break, to the point of getting this team together, understanding who everybody is, continuity, and still help lead them to the Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
I don't know. I just...
Okay, see, here's some more BS. So remember, LeBron James, after he broke the record, he's like, oh, I have a foot injury. I'm going to sit out now, even though I could have sat out earlier, but I'm just trying to keep jacking up shots to get this record. Then I'll take a break. Y'all remember that. Anyway, so the trade happens, and without LeBron James on the floor, the Lakers are winning games, and it was looking iffy. Like, I don't know if these guys would make the playoffs or not. I really didn't think they were going to make the playoffs. And the team started gelling, and they had been gelling even when LeBron James was out previously in the season with just Russ and just Anthony Davis. They were winning games, and this new squad came in with the Russell Westbrook trade and whatnot, and they were thriving before LeBron James came back. That has to be noted.
Just don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay, I'm going to give you this. I've said this several times on this show. That stretch from his birthday, December 30th, at Atlanta, through passing Kareem on February 7th, he was the best player in the league. The best, number one. He averaged 34, 9, and 8. Obviously, there was some selfish motivation because he's trying to catch and pass Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which I never thought would be possible, but his longevity has been supreme in this league. And for him to go on a tear like that at age 38 in year 20 was extraordinary, astonishing, off the charts, never seen before. Then he took some time off. Then he went through the ankle issue, and I think both of his ankles, from what I've been told, are not good just from wear and tear. He's got a constant struggle with that. But if I look at body of work for the whole year, and I watch every game maybe too closely, and you can say I'm nitpicking, but this is the guy.
I didn't say anything. Okay, you must feel you're nitpicking.
Okay, but everybody says I'm nitpicking because, well, wait a second. Everybody's telling me, the blind witnesses out there, he's the greatest player ever above that guy who played in Chicago. I don't believe that for a second, but I'm going to raise my bar way up here. So I had 12 games during the regular season last year when LeBron James should have closed the game for the Lakers, and he failed to. And I'll give you 3 quick examples of epic failures at closing games. People, the Laker fans, Laker Nation will remember these games. It was early in the season. The Pacers came to play at the Crypt, as I call it. They're up. The Lakers are up 17 in the fourth quarter. I don't know if you remember this game. LeBron goes 2 of 8 in the fourth quarter, and they blow the entire lead to the Pacers. Not even a playoff team, the Pacers. And that kid, Andrew Nembhard, hits a walk-off on LeBron in his face.
Okay.
And I'm saying, LeBron, you're just better. You got to figure out. You're that dude, man. You just say.
So are you saying he's never closed out games?
Okay, no, I'm saying last year. We're doing body of work off last year. Then there was that game at Sixers. It's still pretty early in the season. Fourth quarter and overtime, it was an epic collapse by the Lakers. LeBron goes 1 of 5 in the fourth quarter and overtime. He just wouldn't even take shots. He was 0 of 2 from 3. They lost the overtime 13-2. And I'm saying, come on, man, where were you?
So he can't be cold either.
All right.
He can't get cold.
Then we go double overtime against Dallas at home. And in the fourth quarter and 2 overtimes, LeBron goes 2 of 11, and 0 for 5 from 3. It's like
can't have a bad night.
Okay, well, he had a bunch of bad nights because you should have closed.
So at the end of the day,
I kept
can't
saying,
have a bad night.
I kept saying the closer on this team is actually Dennis Schroeder because he'll step to the line and make late clutch free throws like crazy. What did Dennis Schroeder just do for Germany in the World Cup, the FIBA World Cup?
We're not asking Dennis Schroeder to be our closer.
Okay,
Skip.
well, he ain't there anymore, so you can't ask him, and now it might have to be Austin Reeves. Okay, so then we get to the playoffs, and LeBron played very well against Memphis, and I thought he played pretty well against Golden State. The team played around him very well. They rose to his occasion. Then all of a sudden we get to Denver. They were good enough to beat Denver. Four times. They're right there in the fourth quarter. If you close a couple of these games, we might be having a different conversation right now. So LeBron in the combined 4 fourth quarters goes 7 of 23 and 1 of 10 from 3.
Yes.
And in the course of the playoff run, at one point, he missed an all-time playoff record, 20 straight three-point shots. It's a record. And I'm saying, what are you doing?
Could you be fatigued?
Okay.
Could you be fatigued?
He's Iron Man.
Could he be fatigued is all I'm asking you.
Is he Iron Man?
Could he be fatigued? You saying he Iron Man based on his longevity and how he works out. But that doesn't mean anything when you're traveling to Denver. You're in Denver.
Yeah.
The altitude obviously, clearly is a problem because everybody that went up there had problems.
2 out of 4
Okay.
in Denver, yeah. Okay.
That's okay.
All right.
Then when you come home, you're just not playing well. It's a bad matchup because Jokic and Murray and company are doing what they do on your home floor. It's just a bad matchup, Skip.
I don't think it's a bad matchup when you're right there in the fourth quarter.
It's a bad, but they
four
pull
times.
Yeah, Key, he could be fatigued. But if you got a player now who's constantly getting fatigued late in games, occasionally or regularly, that's something now you have to factor into equation when you're talking about what this player is overall. If I got a guy that's not going to be able to give me much towards the end of games and he's gassed for whatever reason, then you have to factor that into equation. It's not an excuse. And I get it. He's in year 20, going into year 21 now. Lots of mileage. I am considering that. But you know what? The hell with it. Because when Kobe Bryant was in year 20, tore his Achilles, broke his knee, and broke his shoulder with all that mileage, they just said he sucked. Nobody gave that any context. So why should I be considerate of LeBron James when you guys want to bring that up? And he didn't have a fraction of the injuries that Kobe had, or the severity of them. Why should I be understanding? Because I'm a fair and unbiased, unofficial basketball analysis. Or analyst, my bad. But seriously, I should just be like, F you, bro. Y'all ain't get that context to the people that deserved it.
But
they get
pull away
stomped?
from you.
No.
And it ain't all on LeBron. There was other people out there missing shots, turning the ball over. D'Angelo Russell not doing what he did against Golden State.
Okay, I got you, but it comes down. I've showed you these plays before, and I won't rub it in.
You're showing me plays from the beginning of the season, or you're showing me plays.
No, I'm showing you plays at the last game,
You're showing
the
me
closeout
plays
game,
at the
game 4
closeout
against
game
Denver.
Against Denver,
okay,
when he goes to the cup, and there's 3 dudes that's like 900 feet tall standing around this guy.
No, they're not 900 feet tall. He's bigger than they are.
Let me surround you. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Oh, it was Nikola Jokic, and then it was Aaron Gordon and Jamal Murray. So, Key, what are you talking about? He had 3 Nikola Jokics around him.
Which is huge.
Aaron Gordon. No, but Jokic, he didn't get to Jokic.
Pushed him. Yeah, he pushed him right into him.
Jamal, who's 6'5", undercut him, cut him off the pass.
When they're collapsing on you and you don't have the space to
here's the point. The greatest player ever, quote unquote, the GOAT, as I'm told, had 2 shots to tie late.
Maybe he doesn't have this space because he isn't skilled enough to create the space offensively. Oh, don't let me get into this skilled conversation. I just did a video on that. People saying LeBron is more skilled than Kobe. Oh, Kobe can create the space. LeBron James ain't got a bag like that. I'm just saying.
In the game and didn't get the ball to the rim either time. Okay? So CBS Sportsline is sitting back saying, well, body of work, are you going to do injury? You're going to give him injury excuse? His ankles are not good.
First of all,
is it the out of gas excuse?
First of all, I'm not giving him an excuse. but now I'm going to use the word nitpicking. I'm not going to go and nitpick
I told
like you.
Yeah. So
I'm
you
using
used
it.
it.
I used it on you because you brought it to me and said that I was going to use it, so I'm going to use it.
Okay.
I'm going to use that as my card. You're picking out games at the beginning of the season on the road or one against Indy, and then you're talking about a double overtime against the Sixers at the beginning of the day.
I cherry picked 3 out of 12.
Then on top of this, 82 games though. Then on top of that, you're talking about a play against the Denver Nuggets that 3 people are crowding him, collapsed on him. They're getting their hands on the basketball, so he can't even get it up over somebody.
Yeah.
You know how hard
not
that
3,
is?
2 people. 2 people.
No, it's 3.
No, well, it's Jamal.
Skip. It's 3 people.
Okay.
I'm just trying to get to the Denver piece so that we can
him
see
jump
it
shoot
clearly.
making these shots. Okay, against Aaron Gordon, you take one hard dribble to.
Again, if that was Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan taking that shot, they would have been like, that's just a bad shot. He took a shot with 3 defenders on him. That's what they would have said. That's what they would have said. I'm just saying.
To the free throw line, you just go up and shoot it.
But they're collapsing on
Okay,
you.
Jamal's already collapsed. He's already cut you off at the pass.
You clearly felt that when I say you, he clearly felt that he could get to the rim before they got to him.
Yeah, I loved it that he drove the ball.
Anthony Davis is coming around.
Yeah.
Therefore, the Joker's in his sight. He couldn't kick. It wasn't enough time to kick.
Okay, I love that he drove the basketball because he has a propensity for avoiding the late game free throw line because he's not a great free throw shooter late in games. I can just show you the numbers.
I don't think that the man is out on the court, Skip, saying, I don't want to go to the free throw.
Oh, he definitely is.
He is not.
Oh, stop.
There's no way. There's no way in hell.
I agree. No, I agree with Skip on that. Oh, I 100% feel like LeBron is somewhat petrified of that free throw line come late game situations. Oh, yeah, I believe that.
Oh, LeBron James is saying, well, I'm not going to try. This is not. So,
he is.
So now he's Ben Simmons.
Okay.
Is that what you're going to tell me?
No, I'm not saying Ben Simmons.
No, because Ben Simmons.
By the way, both these guys have high IQ.
No,
they know.
No. I'm saying to you, are you telling me that...
Does Ben Simmons, does he really have a high basketball IQ? You sure about that?
LBJ is afraid to go to the free throw line late in games.
Okay.
You know how many times he's gone to the free throw line late in games?
Do I? Because guess who, since he came into the league, has missed the most late clutch game free throws?
I didn't
late
say
game,
anything,
close
I
game.
didn't say anything about miss.
The most.
I said afraid to go.
How many times has he pulled up and jacked up a deep 3 because I don't want to get fouled?
Because that's a better shot. It has nothing to do with being fouled.
If you watch him at the late game free throw line, he's like
for many years.
Here he is.
For many years, people complained, and I'm not going to say you. I'm going to put you in the people bucket. Complain that LeBron James passed the ball. He didn't shoot it because he was making the right play. Because he's a basketball guy, like you said, with a high IQ.
The highest IQ.
Yeah. In what sense? Highest? I've heard Skip say. I've heard Skip say he's like the greatest passer possibly ever. No. And I think I've heard Skip say that he's the highest basketball IQ ever. No. Where do y'all get this from? I cannot, you know what? I cannot say somebody has the highest basketball IQ either right now or historically. If he thought that adding Russell Westbrook, and I love Russ, and I hate what they did to him. I hate what they did to Russ. And I knew it was going to happen before he even stepped foot on the court. What made him think that him and Russell Westbrook would be a good fit together? What made him think that? Your basketball IQ cannot be that high if you thought you and Russ would be a good fit or would work at all. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to see that. So, LeBron, your basketball IQ is in question. It really is. And that's just one thing I could bring up. There's more details I could bring up. Just saying. Does he generally have a high basketball IQ? Yeah, he does. But I ain't going much further than that.
Oh, this is a better...
Hell, Larry Bird has a higher basketball IQ than LeBron. I put that on my mama.
opportunity for me to dish, let my guys pull the trigger, even though I can go to the cup, I'm doing the smart thing. He got killed for that.
No, he didn't get
It's
killed.
people,
But, okay,
come on,
okay.
Skip.
Do you remember Game 1, 2018 at Golden State? You got him on the ropes, man. You got him. He has scored 48 points. He's got as hot a hand from outside the paint as I've ever seen. And what happens? You're down 1 at the end of the game. What happened? He gets the switch. He gets a little Steph on him. Okay, Steph's about, I'll give him 6'3", LeBron's 6'9". All LeBron had to do is take one dribble to the left and just go up from the free throw line. You got a hot hand and shoot it. But it's do or die because you're down 1. It's going to be sink or swim, make or miss. And at the last second, he feeds George Hill, who is new to the basketball team.
Okay.
I know George Hill really well from the Spurs. He's not that guy. You don't want him with the basketball.
But I'm making the right play because I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm not going to hot dog it down the stretch.
Yeah.
And I'm not Kobe. I'm going to get my play. I'm going to get my players involved.
Who do you
in the
want to
situation.
take that shot? George Hill or LeBron James? I want LeBron taking it.
I want the best situation that gives us a chance to win.
Okay, so Clay tackles George Hill, which he
know.
should have, and George Hill goes to the free throw line, and you know what happened? He missed a free throw, then JR lost his mind.
And guess what? If he'd have made them free throws, guess what you'd have been saying? Wow, that was really smart. Heads up by LeBron.
Okay,
That's
did
what
he
you'd
make
been
them?
doing.
Did he? No, he didn't.
No, but if he would have,
Okay, last quick point. 2015, we'll go.
That's what everybody would have said. Just be fair. It's a make or miss league.
All the way back to when LeBron was a much younger man, 2015, so that's 8 years ago. Finals. He goes up. He plays the best basketball in the first 3 games. Do you remember this? The first time they played Golden State?
Yes.
It was the greatest he's ever played for 3 straight games. He literally put the team, because he had lost Kevin Love and then he lost Kyrie in overtime of game 1. So he takes this basketball team and puts it on his broad shoulders and says, here we go. He's up 2-1 with game 4 in his house in Cleveland, Ohio. And he just disappears. They put Iguodala in the starting lineup and on LeBron, and all I heard the next day was, oh, he just ran out of gas. Okay, he's the best conditioned athlete in the world.
Doesn't matter, man.
Okay?
People run out of gas.
Okay,
Skip.
okay,
You do
but-
get tired. Everybody's not in shape like you.
Okay, but come on. He is in shape. You don't get tired in a game like that.
No, so you can run out of gas at certain times, at certain points.
If he had beaten Golden State in that 4th game to go up 3-1, whew, we might be having a different conversation right here. Seriously.
If LeBron win 10 more championships, you're going to feel a certain way anyway.
How many more?
If he win 10 more, you're going to feel a certain way.
I'd feel different if he won 1 more, because I think we already bet at dinner he won't even win 1 more.
That topic went way off course real quickly. As I was watching, I was like, man, we're not even talking about the power rankings anymore, per se. It just turned into a LeBron clutch conversation, and I'm over here stopping and responding to it. I was like, this has gone way off topic. So I'm going to bring it back to topic, because I really don't care to talk about that anymore. I don't even know why we went there, but that's what Skip always does. That's why Skip is just, he's horrible at his debates. He always brings up the same damn points. Tired of hearing it. Anyway, let's bring it back. Let's bring it all the way back. So, I'm going to tell you where I stand on this immediately, without looking at the list. And I'm going to bring up the list because I know he mentioned Damian Lillard. I know he mentioned Shea. I think he mentioned Jason Tatum, and I could imagine some of the other players that they have before him: Nikola, Giannis, Embiid, Kevin Durant, etc. But I will say right now that I believe LeBron James is still a top 10 player in the league. Based off what I seen last season and how everything ended, still, I think LeBron James is a top 10 player in the league. Where he lies exactly, I don't know. He's somewhere between 6 and 10 without giving it any thought. I do not think LeBron James is currently a top 5 player right now. I do not. And I agree with Key. I agree with Key all the way. And I know a lot of y'all on this channel, if you're watching this, a lot of y'all are going to disagree with me. I know a lot of y'all probably don't think LeBron James top 10 right now. You may even consider unsubbing out of the words that are coming out of my mouth. But y'all know me. I keep it 100. I'm going to tell you what I believe. I tell you what I think. I ain't no hater. I think LeBron James is still a top 10 player in the league, and that says a lot. Going into year 21, man, the guy's in phenomenal shape, and he's still playing well. And I get it. The league is different, and now caters to his ability to play longer and still play well. All these small ball lineups, given his size, his athleticism, his mobility. Usually, many nights, He's the biggest player on the floor at only 6'8". Like, I get it. I get all that, but and I put all that into context, but still in context, we're talking about players in this current league, and he's still top 10. So let me bring up the list. I'm going to go from, I'll start with number 1 and work our way towards LeBron. Number 1, Joker. I pretty much assume that. Number 2, Giannis. I assume that. Number 3, Steph Curry. Number 4, Luka. Number 5, KD. Number 6, Embiid. Number 7, Jason Tatum. Number 8, Booker. Number 9, Jimmy Butler. Oh my gosh. Boy, here we go to Jimmy Butler stuff. Number 10, Damian Lillard. Shea at 11, and LeBron at 12. Listen, I'm not going to turn this into a Jimmy Butler thing, but I think people are riding this playoff Jimmy thing very hard. I'll just say this real quick. Jimmy Butler played well in the playoffs. Averaged like 27, 6 and 6, something like that. But a lot of those, his series against Milwaukee was extremely explosive. But after that, he was okay to good with some sprinkling of great performances here and there. From what I recall, from what I remember, from what I was watching, I think a lot of that Milwaukee Bucks and some of that New York Knicks flair just and momentum carried with the conversation points moving in, because he had some of those playoff games where he wasn't showing up. I remember people were saying, why isn't Jimmy more aggressive? Why isn't he being more aggressive? Why isn't? And Jimmy Butler even said himself, he's like, bruh, this is getting. He basically is like, this is getting out of line. The overhype swirling around him. God, I can't talk today. Swirling around him, surrounding him. My thing is, even if he's great in the playoffs, my thing is, you got to be that same player that you are in the playoffs, more or less, throughout the regular season. I can't throw you in the top 10 because of 2 or 3, playoff series or good playoff run. I can't throw you in it like that, bro. I can't. You got to be able to weather the 82 game season and shoulder the load and carry your team on a night in, night out basis at the level you play in the playoffs. People always say, oh, Jimmy Butler's turning up in the playoffs. Well, he's not. Maybe it's not so much him turning up in the playoffs as that he's not giving you that level of productivity in the regular season by choice. So that's why there's that disparity between him in the regular season and him in the playoffs. It'd be one thing if he was turning up or, hardcore in the regular season and then boosting up in the playoffs even more. Okay. Anyway, I ain't a Jimmy Butler hater. I love Jimmy, but come on. He's not a top 10 player. So I have LeBron James. I think LeBron James is still ahead of Jimmy Butler, obviously. I think LeBron James I don't think Devin Booker's better than LeBron James. I'm sorry. And you could sit here and say, well, LeBron James doesn't play defense. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't play defense. Yeah. Well, he's going into year 21 and doesn't play defense and takes possessions off, maybe extensive ones off. But Devin Booker doesn't play defense either. And what's his excuse? He's young. Damian Lillard doesn't play defense either. What's his excuse? He's younger. And Shea, he's just not there yet. He's just not there yet. He's not. So yeah, Shea not better than LeBron. Dame not better than LeBron. Jimmy not better than LeBron. Devin Booker not better than LeBron. You can have Jason Tatum. And I know they're going to say, well, Jimmy Butler outperformed Jason Tatum in the playoffs. Yeah, you can argue that, but I don't think Jimmy Butler's better than Jason Tatum. Sorry, I'm not going there. I'm not. And I'm sure I lost a lot of fans. They're all going to disagree with me on this one, but it is what it is. Sorry, I can't put those guys ahead of LeBron James. Sorry, Devin Booker. Sorry, Jimmy Butler. Sorry, Shea. Sorry, Damian Lillard. Sorry. Y'all still ain't better than LeBron James going in the year 21. Nope. Not going there. Sorry. Y'all let me know what you think about it. Still calling me a LeBron James hater, y'all? Still? You're still going to report me? Come on. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and I'll catch you on the next one. We out, baby.